On today's episode of Nostalgic Nick-Nacks, I'm going to be telling you all about a wonderful website for beaders out there. I'm going to give you all the ins and outs of Kandi Pad. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode. My name is Ryan and this is my fuse beading retro gaming YouTube channel, Nostalgic Nick-Nacks. I'm glad you're here today. You are in for a treat today because today I'm going to be giving you a full-length tutorial on Kandi Pad. If you've never heard of Kandi Pad, it's a creation website for fuse beads. And it's wonderful. It's very robust. And I'm going to tell you all about it in this video, step by step, how to use Kandi Pad. And I'm also going to answer the question, is Kandi Pad worth it? I'll go ahead and tell everybody, being transparent here, that the maker of Kandi Pad, his name is Derek. And Derek has given me access to Kandi Pad to make a video to show everybody out there what you can get with the free version as well as with the paid version. Hope you get some great things out of it. One thing I do want to say right off the bat is that Kandi Pad is only available as a website. There is no app at this point. I'm sure there are plans for it in the future, but no app right now. But the website is really great, and you can go to your phone, whatever kind of phone you have, and you can use the website on your phone. It works very well, and I would say it even works better on the phone. Today is just a desktop overview with a computer, but if you want to see a phone tutorial on using Kandi Pad through the browser, then let me know down below. I'd love to do that in a future video. And by the way, I want to make quite a few videos on Kandi Pad. This is just kind of overall overview, a broad overview of what Kandi Pad has to offer and how it can help you as a fuse beater. All right, I think that's all I have to say. Let's go ahead and dig into Kandi Pad, how to use the website, and what it offers all of you. Okay everybody, here I am in Kandi Pad. So I just typed in kandipad.com and it brought me to the website. Easy enough, right? Well, now we're on to what to do next. So as a regular person out there that is not getting the paid version of Kandi Pad, you can literally start creating right here. So there are a few things you're going to need the paid version for, and I'll go over that in a little bit. Scroll down on the home page and you can get access to categories of projects that have already been made by other people. You can go to any of these, click on it, and this is my favorite thing here about this. I'm going to click on the Mona Lisa. And you can literally, without having an account, go into here and get a PDF guide for standard pegboards. You can get a snapshot, you can get a render, you can get a pattern and a palette. So I'm just going to show you what these look like. So when you go in and you get the guide, it shows you a printout here. Printout page, PDF, and it gives you the pattern size, total colors, total beads, the pegboard you're going to be using. And then if you scroll down, you get your colors, and they're mapped to numbers. And it tells you exactly how many you're going to need. So we got 287 black beads we're going to need from top tier. We need 123 light brown from Perler, 59 cheddar, and so on. So if I scroll down here, you can see an absolutely beautiful template here. You got all the colors mapped with numbers, and this is fantastic for people who are just getting started. This is also fantastic for anybody who is creating a large piece and they don't want to get confused with the colors. I love, Derek, that you created something like this. It really does help out people a whole lot. And I'm impressed when I look at this. This is what I mean when I talk about a robust website, a robust system that you have here, Derek. So thank you for creating this for people. People who are just getting started and people who have been beading for a long time. I know that they really do appreciate it. Now, some things that you can do here, if I'm just looking at this person's Mona Lisa, I can look at it with the beads here. I can look at it as if it's all melted. I can also look at a 3D rendering of it, which is very neat. You can see how it might look as if you have it on the board, as if you ironed it together. Really cool technology here. I like the way this looks. Turn it any way you want to. And one thing I do have to say you get with this kind of software is you can just go out there and you can find a pattern and you can make it. It's all free. It's all there. Now I'm going to show you what it's going to look like and what changes if you have the paid version of Kandi Pad. So first off, if you're logging in and you sign up, you create your account, you will be able to save your patterns that you make. Okay, so everybody, once you've gone in there, signed in, you will see a screen like this. Your home page kind of changes a little bit once you are signed in as an actual account. So creating an account doesn't cost anything, but basically what you get when you are using Kandi Pad Paid or Kandi Pad Pro, you are going to be getting an ad-free experience. You're also going to be able to do full width editing, larger creations, larger patterns, and you're able to make them private. I'll talk about that in a little bit. You can also create 3D project models, and you can have early access to new features and more as they develop it. So I've got a few things I can do here. I've got my fused bead pattern I can create, and of course I can go through like I showed you earlier, and I can choose a pattern, print out the template, print out how to bead it, no problem. I also have pony bead patterns. Now I don't know anything about pony beads. I'm sure they're great. I don't know anything about them, but I'm going to go to fused bead patterns for all of my fused bead needs. Now, if you look at the top here, another great thing about this website is that it really is a great social experience. Now, one great thing, among many great things that Kandi Pad has going for it, is that they have a really awesome social experience here. So you could go on here and you could just ignore all of that and create patterns, or you can use a pattern that, like I showed you, you can choose a pattern and make it that somebody else has already made. But they went a step above that, and there are wonderful ways to communicate with people. So you can follow users. It gives me suggestions down here of people I can follow. I can look at all the creations that these different people have made. There are threads for help. If you don't know how to use Kandi Pad, you can go in here, or I'm sure there are all kinds of other different subjects. So feedback and ideas, announcements, support, general discussion on Kandi related topics, project sharing, pattern requests. So there's a fantastic ecosystem of people who can help you here. And one more thing you can do with the social aspect. So if I click on this character here, I can look at comments that other people have left. I can also shop, and I can buy beads on here, which is really cool. I can also like this person's pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and like it because I like this sunflower. I can share it. So I can share it with somebody who I might think wants it. Or I can add. I can add to my favorites. Done. And I can follow this person. So I think this is really amazing that all of this is incorporated into a website. It could have just been a website where you chose patterns, but Derek wanted to make it more than that. He wanted to make it a place where people can communicate with each other and really enjoy a community. On to the next thing. I'm going to be showing you how I create a fused bead pattern in Kandi Pad. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to convert from an image. You can also make it from scratch. I'm going to go to the super board. You have a standard board, a mini 50 by 50, a mini 28 by 28. In the super board, you also have a custom board size. So I'm going to go to start creating. All right, here is Mario. This is my reference picture. And when I look at this, it's looking pretty good. It's filling almost the whole board. So what I can do is I can zoom in, I can zoom out, make it really tiny. You want to kind of go with a format sort of like that. So I'm going to go to next. It's generating my pattern, and it actually did a really great job. So you can actually go in here, you can change what beads you're using. So master palette is beads from all kinds of places. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check off of that, and I'm going to go to perler. I have a lot of perler beads, so I go with perler. I do have some top tier beads as well. If you have top tier, you can choose that, and it will automatically map the colors to your converted picture. So that looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and convert. And now I look at it and I see all kinds of beads. So I'm going to X. If you look on the left side here, we have lots of different utilities. There are your colors. I can scroll through, and each color has a number, and they're going to be mapped to that template, that guide that you can print out, which I will print out for you so you can see what that looks like. But if I click, I go to bead, and I click on a bead, it's actually going to change the color of the bead. So you see I have that. I can choose a different color, and I can replace that bead here. Now I can also zoom in, get a better look at everything. If I want to change Mario's eye color here to maybe a green looking color, it doesn't match my picture, but I could do it if I wanted to. So you can do lots of things here. You could go back. You can sort by color code. You can also sort by color name. You can go to the list view here. So many things. I can't go over everything in this video, but like I said, it's an overview. I can erase beads. I can also replace. I can add beads back in there. I can fill, so I can go to one and fill it. I can fill a whole section if I need to. That's really cool. And as I'm going through this, everybody, I'm learning more. I can undo. So if you messed up, don't worry, you can undo, and you can go back to what it looked like initially. So Mario is doing fine. All right, I can go to a color like any kind of Photoshop or any other kind of software. I can find that color and it gives me the name of the color. I can find that bead, it gives me a name of the bead. I can pan, so I can move my template around. So really cool how you can do all of this. I just think it's awesome. This cleanup function here, it says clean up edges by getting rid of lesser used colors. So if I press clean up, you see kind of a difference there. I can make it really simple if I want to. Now, I don't really want to do too much with this. It's looking great as it is. I'm going to go to Save Pattern because I want to save my work. I'm going to title it Mario. And I'm going to click Private. And I don't think you can do this with the free version. But with the paid version, you can do this. You can also have, there's a few other options here. Somebody can remix your pattern. 3D pattern embedding. So I'm going to click Save. I'm going to overwrite my other project because I already created a Mario. Okay, once my pattern has been saved, I'm going to go over to the 3 lines over here. I'm going to go to my profile. So this pattern is looking great. I'm going to click on it. And I get that same screen that you saw if I clicked on somebody else's. And you go here. See this? All melted looking. And then I'm going to go to the 3D render, which is really cool. And you can see your project as if it's already been ironed. Isn't that so cool? I love the way that looks. You can get a good idea of how this might look. So I'm going to go over here and get my PDF guide, which I did not have to do any work with. The software that's been created here is really amazing, and you can just, it saves you a lot of hard work. So once I go in here, I see my page, I see the colors, and I see my project. So this one has been broken down into different segments. I don't really want that one. I just want to see it all together. So what I'm going to do is go PDF guide for super pegboards. So once I click on that, I'm going to open it up and I scroll down. I see my colors, exactly what I'm going to need, a huge amount of colors here. And there he is. There he is. So everything's been mapped out. So many colors, kind of hard to see everything right now. But if you want to create something that big, there he is. So I'm going to actually print this for everybody so you can see what it looks like. So here's my pattern, everybody. You can see how the numbers are all mapped out. Really amazing to see all those numbers. I know it definitely will help out with huge projects like this, but even simple projects, you can definitely see all your numbers and you know what color matches with what number. Really cool. I love how great this program is, and it definitely has lots of usability. So that about wraps it up for this quick overview look at Kandi Pad and how to convert your picture and make your own pattern here and choose patterns from other people. Hope you enjoyed this look at it. I do want to come back and make more videos, but for now, let's go ahead and finish out the video, and I hope that this really helps you out with what this website looks like and how it works. So here's the big question. Is Kandi Pad worth it? Is it worth it? It's definitely worth it. I love the whole process here. I love how Derek has created Kandi Pad to really help take the time out of doing these things, out of making patterns. It's a huge time saver, and I just want to thank you, Derek, again for giving me this opportunity to review Kandi Pad. I highly recommend it. It's definitely worth it in all kinds of ways, and especially when you can do so much with the free version. And there's also a trial. What do you have to lose? Go out there and try Kandi Pad. Give it your best shot. Look back at this video and let me know what your experience was like. I think Kandi Pad helps out so many people out there, and it's wonderful to see such a robust program like this website. My only thing, Derek, would be to say we gotta have an app at some point. I think it's really great. There's something about using your fingers. Of course, I am going to make a video on using the website on your phone so you can tap those beads and everything. But a dedicated app would be definitely something for the future. That's my only thing I need to say. But Derek, so good. Thank you so much for this. And thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look at how to make patterns with Kandi Pad, this comprehensive guide, and just looking at Kandi Pad as a whole and what you can do with it. I want to make more of these videos, so let me know if you're interested in that. I thank you all so much for being here, supporting this channel. If you want to see more content like this and more content from Kandi Pad, then please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. I thank you all for being here. I pray that all of you have a fantastic day. And until next time, this fuse beading template of Mario says, happy beading.